What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? And what's up, Twitter? What's up, Barcode?
Yeah.
That because you remember last stream that we were talking about that on the Star Wars series is gonna have to erase some of the sequel trilogy stuff
Right.
at top of the timeline and put it talking about that on the David Favreau. He wanted to use some of the shows and stuff like that. The series that coming out,
Right.
just to erase some of the stuff that happened in the sequel trilogy and just erase some of it.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, I think that is a really good idea. In my opinion, to use this series just to erase some of the bad stuff that happened. That's just me, in my opinion. That's what I think. It's a good idea to use this series just erase episode 8 and 9
I agree on it. Yeah.
because right, if you look at it, if they erase episode 8 and 9 by these series, that the Star Wars universe is back in line. If you look at it,
Right.
because you look at it, if they erase episode 8 and 9, that means that they could bring back Ray, they could bring back do his arc over. That's a whole lot of stuff that they can do.
Yeah.
And but the only person I'm worried about is Kathleen Kennedy because we know she got pride after the time, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the bad thing I'm worrying about. And and it kind of like the next thing in my opinion, that she need to stay in a secret. So I was saying, think it's good. I say, if y'all saw the first six movies, y'all would know what good storytelling is.
Right.
And kind of like the new fans talk about the original trilogy and the prequels is bad. I say the prequels, the original trilogy is actually good movies.
Right. It's based the writing of it, everything good. It's original.
Yeah. I don't get how the new fans to come in and disrespect the old stuff. Yeah, whether from the old stuff, they won't have no new stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kind of thing I don't get some of the time. So you know in the prequels didn't exist. If the prequels, the original trilogy didn't exist, the Star Wars franchise would have been dead by now.
Right.
And kind of, and you heard about this just doing the Disney acquisition of Star Wars. They said George Lucas had a 3 or 4 part movie just for the sequel trilogy. That's what Kathleen Kennedy did. She threw it out.
Yeah.
I don't get it. How you throw out something that the big old creator give you a storyline to go by?
Yeah. Hello. What?
This is George Lucas. This is the creator. He built it. He built the rules from the ground up.
Right.
I don't get how you can just disrespect it and say throw it away and make your own stuff.
Like no,
because yeah, that's dumb. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And there's not making sense of it of the logic in the lore in the franchise. And yeah.
Yeah, because that's what You look at the original comic books before Disney got it. It was good. The storytelling, they didn't worry about agendas or nothing.
Nope.
But you look at half of the stuff now that Disney doing, what get on my nerves. They got the nerve to tell us in articles, live streaming, trailers, stuff that talk something. It's not good. That on the original stuff is not canon. I'll say you try to tell me that that all them comic books that I was looking at and
It's
reading,
no more official.
yeah, it's not canon. And you try, man, come on. And their book sucks half of the time. And their comic books don't even have good storytelling. Some will be good, some be average and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing I don't get. And the kind of like the one thing that bothered me about the Disney Star Wars half of the time is sound like it's some of the
Writing.
shows. Yeah, yeah, because you look at half the Disney shows, you can tell that the agenda that they try to push. I say, we shouldn't be worrying about
The gender just rip the story down.
person skin color. We shouldn't be worrying about character. Is
Just rip
yeah,
it the story.
because you look at the
down.
prequels and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, because think about if you look at the story itself, just dealing with Disney or everything like that, just for Disney got it. People like Princess Leia, and she was doing back in the day, and people like her, people like her,
Right.
all I don't get say that females wasn't represented in Star Wars, but you look in comic books, the female characters is like the most popular. Some of them.
Right.
That's why I don't get. Because the thing about it is some of the new fans. It is some of the new fans, in my opinion, actually read the old comic books of Star Wars. They would know that the female characters actually was
Train.
presented.
Yeah.
And kind and for you heard about just the John Favreau news in Star Wars Multiverse
No, actually, I haven't.
that
Well, I'll say this: it's mainly due to me working a lot, but that's side's point. Gotta make that money.
yeah, yeah, and kind of like the news I heard about the news I heard about this Star Wars stuff. They
Yeah.
kind of use it. They using the Mandalorian series and plus the other live action series of Star Wars just to erase some of the secret trilogy. They say
Oh. So what? They're trying to make the sequel trilogy actually canon or
no, no,
something like that?
no, 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 no. They using the series to try to erase some of the other secret trilogy stuff.
Oh, raise the profit off it.
Yeah, that just to erase some of the bad stuff that happened in the secret trilogy, like in episode 8. They tried to
Yeah.
erase
Okay. What? Raise the fan base?
No, they try to say if they erase episode 8 and episode 9, just erase them. That can erase that can raise the
Well,
timeline.
you will have to erase episode 7 then too.
No, they saying
Because
they keep the
episode
7.
well,
They say
7 wasn't really all that good either. in my humble opinion.
That,
All the sequel trilogy wasn't really all that good.
That episode 7 just was a good starter point when J.J. Abrams just after Disney. They said that J.J. Abrams just made a good starter point just for episode 8 and 9 that add on to it. That was a setup movie.
Right.
But but the problem was is that Kathleen Kennedy didn't tell Ryan Johnson that. She just tell Ryan Johnson make his own story. I say, why would you do that? And for J.J. Abrams give you a good startup movie. He give you a good startup movie to build up off.
Yeah.
Because you look at original trilogy and plus the prequels, the first movies always been setup movies. It was good setup movies, definitely the next two to build on it. And stuff like that.
Yeah, I understand that.
And it kind of like, for me, it sounds like the leadership at Star Wars sometimes. It just by Kathleen Kennedy, because the only good thing that came out of Disney Star Wars now was the Mandalorian in episode 7. That's it. Real good was episode 7 was average good, and plus and Mandalorian season 1 is good. Season 1 and 2 is good. Did you saw season 3 of the Mandalorian yet? The first episode?
No, actually I haven't. But I can take a look on YouTube because I'm pretty sure it's on. Like they have clips of what happened.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, The Mandalorian should take place after the original trilogy, though, shouldn't it?
No. This is what they're doing. It's after episode 6 and just after Order on 66 happened and stuff like that.
Including Boba Fett got eaten, so yeah.
After the Death Star got destroyed.
Yeah, and just after the Sith had taken over half of the universe and stuff like that, because
wait, Mandalorian. Okay, the Mandalorian. Then how did Luke acquire Grogu in season 2? Because that should take place after episode 6. Because Ahsoka is also still alive though too.
Yeah, Ahsoka's still alive, but it said that one of the Jedi's just had saved Grogu and hide him. They had hit him inside a school thing, something like that, just for kids or something like that. Since he was short and just looked like a baby, they just hide him next to a kids next to a kids orphanage or something like that. They say.
Okay.
And somebody just raised him just as a child, but he wasn't really a child because he lost his memory fighting. He lost his memory fighting and stuff like that.
Are they doing a season 2 of Obi-Wan? Are they working on that?
Yeah, they're working on that. They say too.
Because I know I've seen that epic battle between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, with Obi-Wan being older and stuff, and Darth Vader being accustomed to his cybernetics and stuff. But that was actually a good fight.
Yeah, that fight I actually like, but the thing is, it's like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader ever met each other after that one fight. They met each other after he got old.
Yeah, but
trilogy,
not
remember?
with Darth Vader being basically
that first fight
machine. With him being mostly machine, I mean, he's still
Okay. And kind of like the next thing, if the thing is right, if they're racing episode 7, 8, and 9, that means that says that they need to make Jedi's that is kids or something like that up in Mandalorian, and just show the
Yeah,
Jedi raising kids and just make them kids adults in future series.
well, what it's like I've been saying over the last couple of months that they need to actually try to borrow some of the stuff from the extended universe of like the legendary universe from the books.
Yeah,
Like
but the thing is that
there's
this,
so many books that they that there's authors that created Star Wars books so that we could
yeah,
experience the adventure af- beyond the movies.
but they said that Disney just made it non-canon just for some reason, because they wanted to
Yeah,
make their own stuff, and their own stuff is making it's called the High Republic or something like that. They got this and stuff,
yeah,
everything like it that just doing this series. But the thing about that I don't like is sound like if they gonna try to make their own series and stuff with their own villains, they could even do that in 3 movies in episode 7, 8, and 9. They couldn't even do it there.
yeah. They reused Palpatine for Episode 9 because Palpatine was somehow alive.
Yeah,
Barcode, barcode.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And but they redid the Admiral. Oh, wait a minute. What happened?
Barcode's back.
What's up,
What happened,
Barcode?
bro?
I just reset my tab by accident.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
okay.
speaking of which, I'm actually gonna
And
be getting a new Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
oh, okay.
I'm actually
Which
gonna
one you
be
getting?
getting a Raid Raptor deck.
Oh, okay. Some people say that they good though. You just gotta know how to use it.
Well, the Raid
Um,
Raptors are the one that is used by Shea Obsidian from Mark V.
okay.
You know, the one that his ace monster is rank 4 Raid Raptor Rise Falcon.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. I remember that one. That was
Yeah,
a good card they were using. I said,
yeah. Because
but my
when you
favorite card
use
came
that
from
on a special summon creature, you can gain the attack, and it'll always be 100 attack, 100 more attack point higher than your opponents.
okay, okay,
Even though that, yes,
okay.
I do also run a Supreme King Zark deck as well, and also a Triple D deck
Yeah.
as well from Mark V.
But my favorite most I get. It's not that powerful, but it's good. Judgment Man. Judgment
Oh,
Man, just for the
Judgment.
old
Yeah,
yeah, Judgment Man, because
yeah.
if if you use his card right along with right along with him, he dangerous. He dangerous if you know how to use
Oh,
him
yeah.
just with his card. You use his
Right.
card and stuff like that. He's a dangerous he's a dangerous card to use. Is somebody best monster just didn't came on the field at the time. because
Right.
he can he, he can do a whole bunch of damage with your and that's kind of what I seen most of the time.
Yeah. Well, I think they did actually create support cards for Judgment, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. That and kind of like the other thing, shoot, I wanna like they about the Star Wars stuff like that. If they're erasing some of the sequel trilogy stuff like they say it is, I think the Mandalorian stuff might be happening after episode 6 in the original trilogy. I think
Yeah.
in my opinion, because like in episode 1, they had Navarro or something like that. That city was standing because like because you look at the prequels, Navarre was just destroyed at the time. Remember the prequels on the Sith had destroyed everything
Yeah.
and took over. But then up in the Mandalorian, they had them stuff. They just had some of the stuff that Navarro and the city was just building up. That, that mean that had to happen after the original trilogy and just not the prequels. That just the Mandalorian show. If you look at the timeline and look at the cities that's standing, you look at the cities that's standing, big old Navarro wouldn't even be happening and stuff like that. That it wouldn't be standing, it wouldn't have a bar, it wouldn't have a city or people standing around. And this is after the on the prequels and stuff like that. Because shoot, if you look at the games, the comic books, everything like that, and Disney not using, Navarro only came back after just after Luke Skywalker came back and saved the and just saved the universe at the time. Because they said the prequels came before the original trilogy with Luke Skywalker, Leia, everybody think came in, and because so we all know that Mace is out there, and plus I think Mace might be training a student, just or he might have a son out there or something like that. I think in my opinion, he might have a son because that's just me. Because that just me, in my opinion, about because it's what I think. And so that's what I think, in my opinion, that might be happening. It sounds like the sequel trilogy stuff is getting the race, and they're just expanding just after the original trilogy. I think, in my opinion, that's what I think they're doing, and that'd be a smart move, in my opinion, just to expand different original trilogy and stuff like that. Do you think that Mara Jade just might come back um in somewhere up in the universe since they're racing some of some of the secret trilogy stuff? That's what I think it might be happening.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
The sound like the Mara Jade character one of the most. Yeah, because you look at it, should they need to bring back Mara Jade, man? Because should they
Right.
need her up in live action?
That's true for you.
And for the thing about it, I don't get the reason why Disney ain't using her. Ain't using her, and she's a popular character with some backstory.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know why though.
But it kind of seems like to me that Disney ain't using it because in my opinion it just because she don't fit the
The
Disney,
storyline.
yeah, the Disney storyline. But the thing
Right.
about she fit the comic book storyline.
Right. So they can use this. Yeah.
Yeah, you could look at it. So you bring back Darth Vader, you bring back Obi-Wan, so you could bring her back. Because think about for me, if you can use Obi-Wan show come back now, come on now, you should be able to use her Mara Jade. Come on, because then if you can use Leia, you can use Han Solo, but you telling me that you can't bring back Mara Jade? Come on now, come on man,
Yeah.
that just don't
What?
make no sense.
Yeah.
That make no
And
sense
the logic and the sense for it.
because you using everybody else just for the old Star Wars, but you can't.
These the popular ones. What? Come on.
Yeah, come on now. And she way more popular just than Han Solo.
Yeah.
She way more popular than Han Solo. Because you ask the Star Wars fans right now, there's one of their favorite characters that's not in live action. Her name would come up. Her name would
Yep.
come up automatically. Her name would come up. But the thing, in my opinion, sound like they claim to want to try to do stuff every time like that. Disney claim to do stuff, but I don't believe them. In my opinion, Tall some they claim to make a good storyline,
Yeah. I agree with that.
but we all know that, that they don't try because if they was really trying, they, they,
No.
they, they wouldn't have killed Ben Solo
Yep.
because so we know that that Kylo Ren character actually lives in the comic
Yep.
books.
In the Mandalorian. Oh, that's what I said. Mandalorian.
But they kill him inside episode 9. Man, I almost walked out that theater once I saw that scene with Kylo Ren. I say, wonder where he died because he shouldn't be dying because he looked at the comic books he lived.
Yeah. So why miss it? The this story, the timeline. What?
Yeah, yeah, because that just don't make sense in my opinion. I say, come on, man, that just don't make no sense. That
Yep.
at that how you kill him inside the movie, and he wasn't even Han Solo's son in the movie.
Yeah.
He was he was Luke Skywalker's son that he didn't know that actually exists
Right. So
in the comic books, but they changed it to Han Solo just because
the close to Leia. And, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I guess I was busy at writing, and it decided to boot me off the live stream.
Oh no, I didn't boot you at the live stream.
No, no, it was when I was writing because I have like multiple tabs on. I should be using my other tablet while I'm writing and chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
You know how it is for me being the guy that's trying to write his fan made Power Ranger backstory.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Besides,
Oh
I've
yeah.
I've appreciated everyone's support, even though that yeah, I might be at like oh let's see 25, 20 followers on TikTok right now.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I only post when I can, but
Oh.
that's fine. And I'm actually happy with the following that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that I also need to also try to get more cosplay stuff. but I'm also trying to balance that with my gaming, my multiverse ranger gaming.
Oh, okay. Sure, that should be a good thing. Be,
Well, see, the multiverse ranger gaming is pretty much to show off the games.
oh, okay. So
Yeah,
that'd be a good thing right there.
yeah. Because I showed one of my decks that I have, like I showed off my Red Dragon Archfiend deck.
Oh, okay. You not talking about Joey this red dragon, eh?
No, I'm talking about Jack Atlas from
Oh yeah,
5D.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, just for 5Ds, for 5Ds,
Yeah,
5Ds. I
yep.
remember him. His deck was a hard deck to beat though in real life though.
Yeah,
If you face somebody that's good with that deck, that junk is hard. That what people.
well, yeah, that's true. I also need to get some additional cards for that. I need like Beast King Whirlwind. I need Mad
Oh,
Archfiend. I need a lot of special summons where if someone has a monster on field, I can special summon the monster, and it's a level 5 creature,
yeah,
and so that I can still summon out Dark Resonator on the same turn to bring out Red Dragon Archfiend.
yeah. That sound like one of the cards I got the counter red dragon is Junkyard Warrior just to like to counter him before he get on the field. That's what I use.
Yeah,
Junkyard Warrior. I secret summon him. I said,
yeah.
I said, oh,
I actually do have the Yusei stack as well. I use the Yusei stack a lot too.
and and plus I mix it with Cyber Dragon too. The Cyber Dragons.
Oh, that's actually not a bad combination.
It's what I use some of the time.
Yeah.
It's Junkyard Warrior that mix I and plus I mix it with some Cyber Dragons and just put Judgment Man inside that deck. That just tries to in my opinion counter the red Archery Dragon because the first time that I was facing somebody with a red Archery Dragon,
Mhm.
I didn't have Junk Warrior or Judgment Man. I said no more. I'm using those things. I using Junk Warrior and plus I'm using Judgment Man just like protect my life points.
Yeah.
Because the last deck I had just was a weak deck because shoot, I thought the boys wasn't beginner who I was facing. And he told me that he was a beginner, but I got inside that duel with him. I said, wait a minute now. This boy is not doing like no beginner. He's doing like an expert. And shoot, I had to turn that junk up. I had to turn it up on him just to beat him. I had to turn it up on him just to beat him. I said, wait a minute. I keep on saying, wait a minute now. This boy is not dueling like no beginner. This boy doing like he was doing it just his whole life. And I had to turn that junk up on him. I had to turn up on him. I said, wait a minute. Now that don't make no sense in my opinion. I had to turn it up
Yeah.
on him in that day. Because like the one most I did had in there was the Blue Eyes Dragon, just in case he would try to hoodwink me or something like that. That's what I
Yeah.
used on the Blue Eyes Dragon to beat him. I said, wait a minute now. I was mad, bro. I keep on saying because I would keep on saying, oh, wait a minute now. This boy was not doing like he was beginner, and he wasn't doing like he needs some help. Like he told me. Because the thing about it, I was mad, bro. He was trying to lie to me. I I say after I beat him, I'll beat that boy 2 times in a row. I beat him 2 times in a row, and he had red ice cream drink in his hand. And you know what I say? No more. I
Yeah.
say I say no more because that boy because shoot, he almost beat me. What with that red ice cream dragon? I say forget this. He not about to pull that dragon on me again. No, no. Because I say you're not about to turn that on me again. Nope. Because like people don't tell you, man, that on the set them decks to be like cheat codes.
Yeah. Well, a buddy of mine actually uses whenever he uses his blue eyes deck, he has like three omnises in his deck, and I'm pretty sure whenever I attack, he always has one waiting in his hand when I
Yeah,
have a strong enough monster to over try to stop the blue eyes white dragon and stuff,
yeah.
and yeah.
Because blue eyes white dragon might be a problem, but but the other blue eyes is a problem too.
Yeah.
Shiny blue eyes
Well,
dragon. That's
if
more of a problem.
if you combine it with like if you have honest in your hand and you discard honest, it gains like additional attack over your own over your opponent's monster.
Oh yeah, I seen that junk. I say, God,
Yeah.
no, I seen that junk.
Honest
Because
is
like
a pain in the ass.
yeah, yeah. Because like the other monsters I'll be facing sometimes, it's like a dark magician. Dark magician be getting on my nerves after the time I face people with him. Dark
Yeah.
magician is a cheat code for some people. I hate that monster, bro. It if you just don't have it in your hand or your deck in your
Well,
time.
if you combine it with Timaeus, yeah, there's or the Eye of Timaeus, and combine it with that, and you get Amulet Dragon, where Amulet Dragon can, depending on on the people that, yeah, it's it can get out of control real fast.
Yeah. And that's kind of the problem that I'll be having with some people, but because some people talk some. I just got one powerful card, and when you face them, they got about 2 or 3 in their decks. I say, really, and that's the reason why I just don't trust people. It, if they just say beginner, I just don't trust them because think about it, uh, on that Cyber Dragon deck,
Yeah.
just with Shiny Blue Eye Dragon. If our both of them is on the field, you just sort of say that game is over unless you got bottomless trap hole or something like that. That's game over. That's game over. Cyber Dragon and plus you got Blue Eyes shiny Blue Eyes White Dragon. Man, that junk is a problem. That junk is a problem. Because shoot, some of the cards I got. Because shoot, I got Kamar Hydro Barrier, Mysterious Guard, Harpy Lady. I probably got to show y'all though, because I got it. Because I got right here Sanctuary.
Yeah, the sanctuary in the sky. That's a good one for a fairy deck.
Yeah. And because I got Smashing Ground to help me
Oh
out a
yeah,
little bit.
that's a very handy card.
Yeah. And plus I got Supervised just to combine it with the Smashing Ground. Just in case you
Well,
got
if you can, that would work good in like a Gemini deck. There's a Gemini deck that's actually pretty
yeah, and plus
decent.
I got Yeah, plus I got Camaro Hydro Barrier just just to
Yep.
face the low temperatures. Yeah, I get
Yep.
him.
Nice.
And this car is good too, just at the beginning of a thing. Mysterious Guard. You just get to flip over one card on your opponent's side and just return it just to opponent
Mhm.
hand if they can't use it.
Yeah, I
And
understand that.
yeah, and Harpy Lady. I like her.
Oh yeah.
But you gotta know how to use it though. That's the thing.
Well, harpy decks are actually really use they're actually pretty good when you're like playing like Duel Links and also in real life if you actually have all the cards needed to to uh build like a harpy deck.
Yeah, I got two of them. I got two of them Harpy Ladies.
Nice. Well,
And
I usually get my decks off of eBay because they're actually pretty affordable to buy, pretty much.
and plus I got Hero Kid Guard too. The
Oh,
special
nice. That's a good
shiny.
one.
I got the shiny one right here. That
Nice.
that kid from Jaden season, Hero Kid.
Yeah, Hero Kid was used to
And they got and plus I got reverse trap just for anybody who try to take out a powerful card. I get to switch the attack and put the defense on that thing right here.
yeah.
And that's a good card too. And Miracle Kid too. I got Miracle Kid and Hero Kid together. The trap card.
Okay.
That was that was some people forget though. If you got Hero Kid in your deck, just had Hero Kid trap cards up in your deck too.
Right. I understand that.
And and plus some people be saying to us I just don't need no Hero Kid trap cards. Yes, you do. It's why I call the Hero Kid deck. They help you out. I just don't
Right.
get it. And plus I got the two angels, shiny angel right here.
Yeah.
And plus I got the agent of wisdom together. That agent of wisdom of Mercury. That is Mercury though. Because it's art and this card right here and this card right here was powerful in the show. The guest show Femu right here, the Lady Samurai, up in the older Yu-Gi-Oh seasons. I remember this card right here. This card was a problem.
Yeah.
And Genomite Elf, I got Genomite Elf right here just for the trap cards and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
I got plus shoot man, they these and plus I got the one of the OGs. It's kind of wet, but Summer Skull. You remember this OG card that everybody was using? You used to use sometimes to bail them out.
Yeah.
Summer Skull. That's like more
Oh
powerful.
yeah.
I like the him. I like the him in that thing too. And and kind of like the other card that Joey should have had, in my opinion, beside the Red Fiend Dragon was Luster Dragon too, because he should have had this one too with it.
Yeah.
That with his red eyes,
I
because that's what
totally agree.
he because that he had a dragon deck. That he would have got this. He could have saved his red eyes just for last, just to beat Kava. Okay, if you look at it, Cavill always had a plan and missed it F too. I like this car doing the show.
Oh yeah.
This car
Oh
was
yeah,
good.
definitely.
Because this car right here just now bailed me out this out of a lot of battles.
Well, it's good for a high defense.
Yeah, it got 2,000, and that's what it's hard to find four 4 stars or less cars that got more than 2,000 attack. It's hard to find. It's hard to find Yu-Gi-Oh. Uh, unless that car just got special effect just to flip it up, but no, it's hard to find a car that's that powerful. And plus, shoot the and plus this, if you have warrior deck or something like that, this
Yeah.
this a good card to use too, just to bring one of your warriors back, everything like that. And that was some people forget sometimes too. And kind of like this most of them, I mean weak, but the monster was a problem in the show. Marshmallow right here, because
Oh yeah.
this monster was a problem in the show with Jaden. It was weak,
Well,
but
cannot be
they
destroyed
put
by battle,
the,
and the only way to destroy it was by card or send it to the graveyard by card effect.
yeah, and plus the other one that was a problem in the other season was this monster right here. This was a problem in Jaden's season. He used to use this to bail him out right here.
Yeah, to give himself an extra summon.
Yeah. And this one right here was in a Yusei season right here. These weak monsters right here. The
Yep.
monsters are weak, but their effects be good. The monsters be weak, but the effects be good and stuff like that. And 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 it's about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not about the attack power most of the time. It's about the effect and 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 just how your deck is used most of the time. That when people forget, it's not about the attack power and stuff like that. It's just about, in my opinion, just how you put your deck together and everything else like that. Because you can't put your deck together just for power. You still got to put it together with some strategy most of the time.
Yeah, that's basically what I use first. I use strategy a lot with my decks.
So think about it. If you don't use strategy, that jump will get you in trouble
Yep.
every time in the battle. Because the other thing I learned about Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes is it like you can't go into battle just expecting to win. Because you gotta be ready to just have a plan A, B, and C. Because if you don't got playing A, B, and C, that's gonna be a problem. Because you need a whole
Yep.
bunch of plans. Because you watch the show, the main character stuff didn't work all the time. The main character had to use other strategies to win. The other strategies to win and stuff like that. And that was some people just may learn. It's not all about it's not all about power. It's about how you use it. And it sounds like one of the monsters that I see Like it was an old Yu-Gi-Oh show that you might recognize. Flame Swordsman. You married this monster right here on Flame Swordsman.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This wasn't Joy or Yu-Gi-Oh deck in one of them. This was a powerful omniscient monster. If you know how to use them and just add power to it, that sucker was a problem. And and these one the monsters right here that helped me win battles right here was this one, the Rockery Haze, the bird. This one right here helped me win some battles. It bailed me out. It might not be 3,000 or anything like that, but it bailed me out out of some quick stuff. It bailed me out. And this monster wasn't the most powerful, but I like this Wind Dragon. That wasn't an old show. You made this monster right here. Up in the first episode, Yu-Gi-Oh
Mhm.
versus Kyle, and he showed this monster first, and that was a powerful one right here.
Oh yeah, that was a. Well, I
This
remember when you used some of that.
Yeah, this was the first monster he summoned, I think.
Yeah, he summoned that when yeah.
And kind of like the because you remember like the big old machine decks that was up in the old Yu-Gi-Oh days.
Yeah.
Like you needed parts to put me. I got one of them right there.
Oh, nice. Yep.
This one of the union parts that you needed right here. I like it this one though. But so I'm trying for the other ones, but the other ones was hard to find. It's hard to find though if you try to get them all the time too. And kind of like the one thing that I like most of the time, the Yu-Gi-Oh monsters is is like you get to read your opponent if you could. And this was in Joey deck I think too one time too. This dragon
I
right
think
here.
that was actually in Starter Deck Pegasus.
Oh Pegasus. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I keep on forgetting because shoot that because shoot I keep on associating Joy with dragons most of the time.
Well, his deck Joey's deck mainly consists of luck, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep, and this monster was a problem too in Jaden's season.
Yeah.
But you got to know how to use them. And this was a 4-star monster. This
Uh,
wasn't no 3-star. This was a 4-star monster right here. Just a 2,100 attack points. Because shit, you got that on your first draw. So you pretty much know that you got the on the battle one. Because like time now, just a summoning monster that's over 2,000. So that usually that
yeah.
that usually require sacrifice most of the time. And guess what I used to bail me out sometime just for the trap cards. Shoot, I use just dessert when I don't like points and use the get attack and they try to attack me. Half of the time I use this card right here. Negate attack. Because this card is real powerful if you try to save your life points sometime, is use this card right here, negate attack. Because jump will help you. And this card right here, does tornado.
Yeah.
It it destroy a magic or just a trap card that's gonna fill your choice. And
Right.
this
But
builds me out.
the activation still goes off, though. Do not forget. It does not stop the negation.
No, that it destroyed before it activated.
Yeah,
This
but if
this right
someone
here,
was supposed to activate their
and plus you remember Solomon Judgment, that wasn't an older Yu-Gi-Oh series.
yeah,
This was good too. That's a really good thing right there. And plus adhesion trap hole. This was a real good one. Because you get to cut in half the monster that's way more powerful than you. You get to cut their tap points in half. And this is a really good trap card if you know how to give it away that you got it. And but they got a whole lot of, and kind of like if you got an all dinosaur or a dinosaur zombie or just a rock type deck, just use this card right here. Because that changed the field into your advantage. If you got or some kind of zombie deck up in your battles, Wasteland, the magic card. This will help you a lot. So that and there's sometimes you want it. This card made just made a whole lot of people mad. Just who who did I face with this one? And and plus you remember up and it was Jaden season or somebody. Oh no, yeah, it was Jaden season just with the elementary hero, and you they had a magic
yeah.
card. You just have
That
to
was
spell it.
GX.
Yeah, I got the O. Yeah, that's one of the most powerful ones. Is the O.
Yeah.
I got to redo my yeah. I got to redo my deck, and plus I got um if no monsters on my side of the field, you got monsters on your side, I use Dark Hole. Destroy all the monsters on the field. That's actually good. And guess what I got? I got Jeremiah Soldier. I got Jeremiah Summoner.
Yeah.
I got Black Fang that go with the Gemini soldiers right here to on the back them up, just in case they're getting attacked or something like that. I get to use that one. And plus I got summon reactor. That be what I'm used to some of the time. Because like for me, I like to mix my deck up. And kind of other thing I got is Black Wings too. Black Wing Dawn.
Oh
This
yeah, the
actually
black keys. Yeah.
yeah, and plus I got Black Wing Borrow the Spear. I got
Oh
that one
yeah,
too
that's
to back them up.
Crow Hogan uses that from 5Ds.
Yeah,
Their his synchro monsters were actually pretty good.
yeah. And kind of like for me that and for my Dragon deck, I had Cybernetic Cyclops thing. That's a it's pretty good. You starting off a battle, it's a pretty good monster they have right here. Starting off, and plus I got um and plus I got this the Air Knight, the fairy type. the fairy, some of the fairy monsters. I got one of them right here. That's actually good too. Some people forget sometimes. No fairy could be dangerous,
Right.
and that was some people forget. Fairy monsters is dangerous monsters if you know how to use them. And kind of the other thing I got is got into the face down position, and if you want to change position, ready to intercept. You get to flip one of your warriors and stuff like that. If you got a warrior deck, this will help you out.
Yeah.
And plus, I got a whole bunch of stuff. And for the other one I got, if you saw you say stuff, they got divine punishment, and that was a real good card. That was a really good card to use. And and plus I got two dark holes too, two of them, just in case they try to do the first one. I got the second.
Nice. Yeah, one of these times we could do a live stream and do like a live duel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shoot,
It would
I
be
gotta have I gotta have to separate from this my decks,
yeah,
and
I
shoot,
know.
I gotta have shoot that because shoot, I got about one or two of this that's kind of mixed up, but it's just I pretty much just got to put it together and just see which one
I think in truth I have about
I can use.
7 decks.
This one,
I have like 7 different decks altogether.
yeah, because my decks is kind of mixed up and shoot, I kind of like just got to separate it and just see which one that I just can use. I got dragons in my deck. I got junk warriors. I gotta have separate which one that I will use just up in a live do or stuff like that and stuff like that. I like a multiverse. Did you hear of
Say what?
premise is based on sound like a beehive type of thing because you see the game DC Universe Online
Yeah.
and Queen Bee that they said like the episode 1 and 2 it is gonna star something like that and just with the bad guys winning and and that could really expand the power of the universe if they can mix in some of the DC Universe online premise onto the Power Ranger show because that probably could bring more of an grown up feel to it. Just for people um who feel like Power Rangers for kids, they just bring that feel to it. Just what DC Universe Online did with that, it's put on. It's put in between. I, I I think that bring up like that DC Universe Online,
Yeah.
but um, and they said season
That was excellent. You're quite remarkable. I never imagined that a mere human harnessing its power. It has been a long time since I felt this. Unbelievable. I can't believe that fire attack didn't hurt him. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Her flame attack did hurt him actually instead of it. But that's what makes this fight interesting. Now then, I think it's time that we end this game.
yeah, because you kind of look at the DC like universe type thing and stuff
Yeah.
like that. If they could bring that feel back to Palmer, I think, and bring it up to sound like a grown up type mixed with kids or something like that, that actually be a good thing. I think, in my opinion. If you were doing the Power Rangers on fan, would you bring in other teams to help them out?
Um. Yeah, I would like in a crossover, but I'm also gonna do a crossover with other fan made fan made.
That they bring. Yeah, because you're looking at it, right, because they say they have a fan film or something like that. Um, sound like similar to DC Universe Online. Sound like the Queen Bee thing. The Queen Bee come
Yeah,
down just with her hive and stuff like that, just taking over the city. And the thing about for me, it sound like they would need other teams to come in because we know the Queen Bee just won't be just in one town. She will be in other towns and up in other states because we seen that in DC Universe Online because she was in other states, other countries and stuff like that, taking over just for Brainiac. And because think about it, they said that her generals and stuff too is powerful too. If think about it, if our general is just as powerful as her, that will mean that that they might need extra help unless their range of power is gonna be getting stronger as they fight.
yeah,
Be, be, because for me, unless their power gets stronger as they fight, that's the only way I think um that's the only way I think that they might not get a crossover unless their power gets stronger as long as they train or something like that. And that's kind of like my thing. I think for it, and it kind of like the other thing that shoot. I think if they could bring in some like the generals and stuff for that, and they show this backstory of just like the Pirates quantum thing, as he called it, the quantum co- continuum quantum,
yeah.
because that means shoot that I got to be based on the prime storyline, the prime story.
Well,
Because you look
and
at
also I know that he wants to include the multiverse ranger in it too. But in order for me to go down there, I would have to uh, be able to fly down there with some help, some get some funds down there to to help
yeah,
film the Multiverse Ranger.
yeah. Because think about for me, if I was a ranger, I would have like a ninja form first, just as the first form, and as the second form, I'll have my Ranger form. Sound like the original Ranger saying, remember them the Ninja coins? They could have went Ninja form first. If that ain't worked for a while, they went to Power Ranger form the second, just as a last resort and stuff like that. And and and, and kind of like for me, in my opinion, shoot, this seems like that could be a good thing too. That could be a good thing if they can actually expand the Power Ranger universe just for Mighty Morphin. I think, in my opinion. Because the thing about it, if sure, I was the Power Ranger franchise, shoot, they need to find like second seasons of of the series that's older. Because then, like, if you look at it as a whole, the Power Ranger series, I think, in my opinion, just needs second seasons. Just like Jungle Fury needs a second season. RPM needs a second season. Um, Operation Overdrive need a second season to get their show better. They need a second season because if you look at it, if RPM could get a second season and just show like a whole different storyline and stuff like that to it, that could actually improve that show. If you know what I mean, that can actually improve the show.
Yeah.
Um, um, Barcode, if you could give any
Yes.
it just any two shows a second season, that sound like for new people.
But what news if I can give a second season of which season?
It had to be an Operation Overdrive. Then got second season. RPM.
Uh,
Turbo didn't get a second season. Zeo didn't.
uh, and that's it.
I think it
First,
was I think it was Ni-
that's
Ninja
it.
Storm didn't get a second season either. Ninja Storm and
Uh,
plus SPD.
and
It's SPD.
two I choose for my second season would be first Ninja Storm and the other one is RPM.
Okay. Okay. That should be a good thing too. I think, in my opinion, to give you them show second seasons, and,
Yeah,
and they can actually be like new people too coming in to save the earth. New people coming in,
agree. This is too.
and they
Right.
can have Sky just as the commander or something like that,
Commander. Right.
just
Yeah.
saving, just
Right.
helping just the new people,
Hmm.
and that was some people forget sometimes. It is that when Commander Kruger, I think he retired. I think after the show, it was
Okay.
Bridge and Sky that actually moved up.
I mean, in Bridge feature, he Bridge become the Red and Sky
Because if
become
you look at
Shadow
it,
Ranger. So for yeah.
be, because everybody, if you look at if you look at the crossover Open Overdrive,
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah. In
yeah,
that
yeah,
feature,
the
it
cross
was the
the
Red
on the
and
crossover
Sky become
Overdrive
the Shadow Rangers.
had Bridge came back just as the Red Ranger.
Right. Yeah.
If Bridge came back as the Red Ranger, that would mean
Sky
that
became Shadow
Sky
Ranger.
had to
Yeah.
been like the commander or
Shadow
something like that.
Ranger. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shadow Ranger. Yeah. Mm.
and that will make a real good season, I think too. It
Yeah.
if they could show like new people coming up just as
And
the ALB squad or something like that.
yeah.
Because like that they never shown how A squad actually turned evil though. That was the one
Nope.
thing I wanted to see.
They want.
Because if
They
you look
want
at
that. That's it. The one who fight.
because shoot, that was the one thing I like to see.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one thing I want to see. It is just how 18 chose to be evil, just instead of just being
Peaceful.
j- just instead of just being good, and did just show him being evil at the end. I would have liked to see their storyline,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Because like the 18 probably felt like they was abandoned since nobody found them there for all that time, and they just found Grum that was evil. But like didn't a Jungle Fairy Jared
Actually, I
actually
wouldn't
turned
mind
good?
seeing Jungle Fury face a new enemy for season two. Tell truth.
Yeah, yeah, because if you look at it, shoot, the Power Rangers they got the series to go back and just do a season two. Just bring back the old actors to train the new people. I think, in my opinion, because you look at because you look at Ninja Storm, they had Shane and as teachers at the end. They can do the same thing just for Jungle Fury. Just bring back Lily, Theo, and Casey as teachers,
Yeah,
or and plus Archie, and just have Green Ranger as just evil. I think, in my opinion, that actually be a good thing. That on the master saying Jungle Fur re-prophecy people just to like destroy Daishi. I say the three prophecy people was getting their butt kicked just by Daishi. Because they like if Jared wasn't there, they wouldn't have had no chance of beating him, in my opinion. And, and that was the reason why they chose him at the end. And do you think that the next generation of the will his be a different color, or will his just be like the same color as Jared if they would have had second season?
But I did also cosplay.
And
My ghost mask.
kind and okay,
Excuse me. Will give me a light. Thank you so
okay,
much.
and kind of like
Who's kidding my life?
in my opinion,
Who's you? But supply me
oh,
with
oh
like. Dark Arc, Dark Arc Warrior is doing. Oh, he's online. Okay.
and
Thanks so much.
and
Today's my birthday, so
and kind of like in my opinion, stuff like that. Would you have would y'all have Gary come out as a different color or just the same color as his student? I
I
think
will
something like
let him. I will let him be the same color
that. Okay.
because
Mm,
uh he is the lion after all, and I actually liked his armor.
yeah. And and kind of like the one thing, in my opinion, about Jungle Fury that I didn't agree with, it sounded like having him as evil throughout the whole series, and they didn't up in SPD just when Jack had turned to the Red Ranger, and that would have been a perfect excuse just for that's the kind of thing that I didn't agree with on that, in my opinion, because they should have had Jared and Casey work together, just like they did just for SPD, in my opinion. And they should have a clone of Jared running around, something like that, and plus the
Isn't
Rangers
it a
think it's
ranger?
Jared, but it's not.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
copy Evil Ranger. Yeah. USB Ranger.
yeah. But the thing about it, but it seemed like everybody else just had Ranger forms except for Jared, because Jared just had armor form.
Right. Yeah.
Because you look at everybody else that was in the joint affair, everybody else just had Ranger
RJ.
suits all up to him.
RJ. RJ. Right.
Yeah, RJ had a Ranger suit.
Right.
Dominique had a Ranger
Purple
suit.
one. Right.
Everybody,
Right around.
yeah, just had
Yeah.
one.
Oh, not second. Right. Yeah. See, yeah.
Mm-mm. Um, because you look at Pearl Power as a Power Ranger in that season, Jared would have been the most powerful Ranger, I think, if they wanted to change him evil. I think, in my opinion, on on the team. Because you look at Theo was good and Lily was good, but that's what they didn't have the Pearl Power just to compete with him and stuff like that. The only person that had Pearl Power just to compete with him just with Casey. And he was the Tiger and stuff like that. And that's kind of like, in my opinion, would this would have missed the boat. And so you look at the RPM, they need to show that world improvement. I think, in my opinion, because you can't show it just messed up all the time. In my opinion, though, so that just me. You know what I mean? Because like after the season over, vengeance be gone, and you telling me that you still can't rebuild just after Samurai, which don't make no sense, in my opinion. Because everybody, if you look at it, if you can't, in my opinion, rebuild the world like in free, just have domes around it. Just try to help the world and stuff like that. Just have it like that. That's kind of like in my opinion I would do. But it seems like everybody, and kind of like the writer just for Power Rangers has said that the new writer for Power Rangers has said is that the comics and the Power Ranger series is separate canon. I said it. I said that's not true. Because you look at the Power Ranger series stuff like that, the, Tommy got the Master Morpher, and the Master Morpher is up in the comic books. Because you saw that newest multiverse barcode just with the writers, the showrunners of Power Rangers had just had said that the is that the comic and the other thing is not together. They say because they said the comic and they said the comic and the show is separate. I said that's not true. Be, because you look at Tommy when he came in, he had the Master Morpher, and the Master Morpher was in the comic books first. That's why I don't get, because you keep on saying that these things separate, but you not even trying to do nothing about it. I think, in my opinion, which don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, in my opinion, to have stuff like that. But it seem like everybody different and stuff like that. But that's just me. and kind of like the other stuff that I learned about dealing with the just dealing with the Power Ranger stuff, where I see it all the time, which I see all the time is deal with the Power Ranger stuff, everything like that. It sounds like with writers saying that the Power Ranger comic books and the show is not together, but we clearly see that Catherine um is like behind the scenes stuff. They had Catherine, I think, just where some stuff to be in the comic books, everything like that. They have her and everything else like that, just be a good thing. But it seems like they can't do it for everybody else, which I don't get. But everybody different though. Everybody's different. Everybody different what they want, and that's the kind of thing I like and don't like at the same time. But everybody different though. Everybody different, and just every like showrunner is different as well, in my opinion. But that's what I respect it, but I don't agree with it. But I respect their decision. By them saying that it's not together, but we all know that's a lie. But we all know that's a lie. Is that the comic books and the Punisher show is not together. Be, be, because that's what if you look at it, it went for the comic books. Um, half of the stuff won't even be in the show. Do you what would you would have did in Jungle Fury and Shoreline? Some of it. Because like the Jungle Fury stuff would have been different. I think, in my opinion, certain it is certain stuff I would do. I probably would
Right,
have add on to it
right.
because I was them. They should have added Jared just being part of the team a lot earlier than they did on the show.
I mean, he's on Netflix, so yeah, they use it. So
Because you look at it, in my opinion, sure that show could have been like a storyline just with Jared. Let me see, just with Jared and Casey button heads doing training and stuff like that, fighting monsters, just getting respect just for each other. Sound like Sky and Jack just in SPD. And plus, they making the Power Rangers movie just for Netflix. That I think they're making it serious. I think too,
what do you mean?
because
What movie? What? Since
um
when?
they, they, they said Netflix is working on a Power Rangers series, a Power
Yeah, the
Ranger
30th
Mod.
anniversary.
No, no. Besides that, they plan on making
What?
a Mighty Morphin
A new
movie
one?
series.
Ah, come
Yeah.
on. The 2017 was okay, but come on. Oh my gosh.
No, they bringing back the older suits that was in the Power Rangers
Oh,
show, stuff like that.
oh, oh, okay.
They're finna because you remember like the pictures, the fan film pictures they were showing just with the White Ranger and everything like that. They were planning
With
on building that
Angstrom?
story up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, the movie one, the version or the TV version?
Um,
Suits.
the, yeah, they said the movie one is still canon, but they said that they're just waiting on that director to come back
Oh, okay.
and make the second one.
Okay.
But they try to make the Mighty Morphin one right now for Netflix just for the Prime Earth. You know what I mean? It sound like it's always our Prime team. Sound like
Oh,
Prime One
right.
Superman,
Right,
Prime
right.
One
I can see.
Superman Flash, everything like that. They
Right,
plan on
okay.
making one just for Power Rangers.
Right, okay.
Because think
I
about it,
see that.
if they can do that, I think in my opinion, they can bring in the 2017 Power Rangers later.
They could
The,
just
the,
explain it as at least give them more for
yeah, just like kind
basic
of crossover.
information.
Be no, no, because if you look at that the big old Ninja Steel show already said that it's different Earths already. Remember, it's different Earths already.
Right. I mean, at least
They
me
were
and
saying,
Captain Morpher did. I mean, yeah, I know that.
but the thing is that should they gonna have to explain it just for the new people that coming in
Yeah,
who might not know about all that
right,
and stuff like that. Just in my opinion, I just will explain it to them.
right. Yeah,
Just explain the show did. I tried saying that just how different Earths just got different teams and stuff like that, and that'd be a good thing, in my
yeah.
opinion,
So
if they
just
can
do
do
that.
that.
Yeah, I see that, but we'll see how
Yeah,
the Morphin go too. The Morpher two be different
yeah.
style. So yeah,
And put the thing about it, because the thing about it, if the live action Power Rangers actually take off just for Power Rangers, so they might make a
they're doing
live
the
action
Morpher,
Ultraman show
Morpher,
too.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
be, be,
Make the Morpher
and,
good.
yeah, yeah, and plus for Netflix, if y'all watching this, and y'all watching this live stream, and please let the
Right.
team use their morphers, their morph,
Yeah.
be,
Yes.
because like for me, that when 2017 messed up at, I think in my opinion,
Yes.
if
Ladies
they would have
transformation
let
always sucks. I'm not be honest opinion on that. I saw it not good at all. Didn't buy at
um
all.
because like the 2017 movie wasn't bad, everything like that, but the
It
thing is,
just
this it should have had just more fights with the putties, I think, something like that.
I mean more play more character there are man. I mean just three not three, just more all of them. That's all I
Because the two best characters in the movie was Billy,
Right.
Zach,
That
Billy,
really?
and Trini.
That doing okay. Wow. To me it's not
Like
really
Trini,
that.
the Lilla Ranger. I like her attitude throughout the movie, of her be willing to protect her friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, actually yeah.
Because you look at it, when she saw Rita, she didn't how can I say, panic or nothing like that. She was willing to fight her
Right. Yeah.
and stuff like that. Because we know that the Pink Ranger back in the 90s probably wouldn't do it
Yeah.
like that though. And kind of like the shoot. I did like the Rita that was in 2017. They need to bring that Rita back. I think, in my
Yep.
opinion.
As probably just doing
And
previews
kind of like
or
for me, in my opinion, if they can bring her back, boy, that jump be good.
so
That jump be good. I think, in my opinion, if they could bring back Rita, like in the first part of the Mighty Morphin series, thing, something like they're making, and they can make like a some kind of Lower Z just for season 2 or 3.
right.
It it didn't make it that far. Did the Prime series, the Mighty Morphin series, because we knew the first season that the Rangers just had defeat Rita. They had beaten her the first season. In the
Right.
second season, they need to bring back Laura Z. I
Mm-hmm.
think, in my opinion, and that would give Tommy a purpose to come in and just
Yep.
join the team. For the second season, because the first season, Tommy Tommy really wasn't in it just until the last part.
I mean, you sent
He,
her footage, yeah.
because you know the first season mostly it was with 5 people, in my
Yep.
opinion.
I was using that for that's why. So yeah.
Yeah, because then if you look at it, man, that jump be good. That jump
Yeah.
supposed to be good. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, because you sent that footage. The cat there was evil, so yeah.
if they could bring back some of the older actors and some of that, just when the new
Yep.
series come out, or Mighty Morphin, or just any older series, I think.
Right.
So they might need they might need to bring the older actors just as mentors. You know what I mean? Mentors
Right.
to the younger ones
Right.
that would
Right.
come
Yeah.
in.
To the rookies one. Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of like for me, um, every everybody in my opinion don't like in my opinion need to be teenagers. That's Power Rangers.
No.
Because for me, put some grown people as Power Rangers. Because we know Lord Zed is gonna be big.
Yeah.
Lord Zed is gonna be a big man, and Lord Zed was a big man up in the Power Rangers series up in the 90s.
Right.
And but you probably can imagine how big he might be now, just with all this technology and stuff like that,
Right.
and stuff like that. In my opinion,
Yeah.
and kind of like for me, if they can expand what happened after Megaforce,
Yep.
because we know that the Son of Moses still wasn't destroyed after the battle.
Yep.
All set for the head, man. Because we know the generals got off the ship and stuff and abandoned the ship.
Right.
He, because in my opinion, didn't batters and just
All right.
mentor just to the job. They didn't finish just doing the final battle. That's the only
Right.
way I think it can do.
Yeah.
Because think about it, they can do a special song like a once a ranger, always a ranger.
Right.
Just do
Yeah.
like an original thing, just with Mega Force, just to see what happened after the generals come back to Earth and just try to
Right. Yeah.
destroy it.
Right. Yeah.
He, be, because right, we always know some like bad guys and Power Rangers always just got friends somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you see like Rita in the Mighty Morphin, Zed came in. You seen like Time Force, it was Ramsey, then that robot man came in.
Yep.
Yeah, and that when Ghost say, I think in my opinion, just need to tell people, and it sound like Ghost. Um, Jen said Ghost said who? No, on Goose,
Go say
who was
yeah.
the mighty? Yeah, yeah. Who was the Megaforce mentor? He
Uh huh.
needs to tell. He needs to tell them the truth though to keep on training
Right.
because just the way they fight, just
Not good.
the most of the battles I
It's it.
saw, yeah, it wasn't good.
No. It
Because the
wasn't
only
good.
one that did good most of the time was Troy and Noah.
I know. Yep.
Yeah, Troy and Noah was fighting good. And the thing about the Lola Ranger actually tried too, mostly,
Yeah. But
but she
yeah.
just didn't
Put more
but she
effort.
didn't have the power. Yeah,
Yeah.
she put more effort
Yeah.
and 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 put a scene like the Black Ranger as she tried just near the end of the first season, going to the second one. He
Right.
tried a little bit more. I said to me, it's time for
Yeah.
choreography and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But kind of like me, and that's kind of like in my opinion, just out of that season, those three, no, and plus Robo Knight, I like him too. But the thing is, too, I can't really count him because he he was an extra ranger. He wasn't really like a prominent. You know what I mean?
Right.
He wasn't really a prominent ranger that keep on coming back to the
Yeah.
show. But the thing
Yeah.
about for me, the thing about for me is like I think Robo Knight might need to pass down his power to somebody. I think sometime one day.
Right. Yeah.
I think because if you look at it, Goose say tells him he puts like an armor or something like that,
Right.
just just for like his wear. But the thing about it, he puts me armor that why didn't this show pass it on to somebody? He puts me an armor just for somebody. That's why I don't get.
It's nice cause it was Saban using. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah. Because
because like,
yeah.
for me, right? Because like for me, shoot, I
Right.
just been I just been using that character. I say cast somebody, cast man, just cast somebody just be Robo Knight. It's not that hard.
Uh, I don't know. It was at the time cheaper to use some of the roster. That's why.
Yeah,
So I didn't think about him. That's why people hate on me for it. Some people like it, but Phantom or Watch Super Sentai is knows better than that.
yeah, because like for me, right, that just to test out the Kamen Rider fans that might come into the Power Ranger franchise, they
Yes,
use the Mask
very easy.
Rider that was in the 90s. It if they can use them, if they can use them up in the upcoming Power Ranger season, I think some of that Mask Rider to help them out a little bit up in
Right,
a crossover episode,
right.
just for a Kamen Rider enemy, that jump be
Mm-hmm.
good.
I agree. Yeah.
Because if you look at it, it's a whole lot of Kamen Rider fans, but the thing about it seems like the Japanese people don't really how can I say translate into America, which I think in my opinion will be a good thing, and just expand their fan base and stuff like that, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be- because think about it, if you see the '90s version of just a in my opinion some kind of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger or something like that,
Yeah.
big old Mighty Morphin and Mask Rider crossover, that was
Right.
actually one of my favorite crossovers besides Full of Red. Full of Red and and plus like the Mask Rider stuff like that. Talk if you look at that that was the first non Power character that's just I wanted to be. That was the first one in the '90s. I wanted to be
Yeah.
just with Mask Rider. That was one of the
Right.
best
Yeah.
thing I wanted to be. Like back in the '90s, I saw him Mask Rider stuff like that. He had that kick that on that lot of kick he had, and plus some punches he had. Um, he had everything like that. That was actually good.
I agree. Yeah.
I think, in my opinion. Um, they say that Gal Gadot is coming back. Since they're making that show that on the Amazon, I think something like that. Paradise on Amazon. They're making a series
Oh.
just on HBO and stuff like that.
No.
If Gail coming, if Gail not coming back, and plus we seen being Ben Affleck and up in the Flash trailer, he coming back.
Right.
That would mean that Henry Cavill might be coming back too. But just I think that WB just might try to keep it a secret and stuff like that. I think, in my opinion,
Right. Yeah.
because if you look at it, if you bring back Henry Cavill, you bring back Black Adam. You bring back
Yep.
Black Adam. You bring in Shazam. That is three characters right there. And and so like WB, And WB, in my opinion, just need to tell James Gunn that is to get Henry Cavill his contract and quit waiting.
I agree. Yeah,
Um, because think about it, i- if that other series take off, and he doing like 40K that Netflix series they're supposed to be doing, all that money.
right,
If that actually takes off, that would actually cost Warner Brothers just more money to bring him back.
right,
And, and he'd be like Iron Man coming in because that's what he already proven that he can bring like an unknown
mm,
IP into the general public and make it popular. And that would actually that was actually what he did just with The Witcher.
right,
If you look at The Witcher was unknown to people just until he came in. The first two seasons was good. Third season he left because he said some of the people didn't want to go by the books and stuff like that. You know, I said
right.
you just will leave because think about it. It's called The Witcher for a reason. You look at the video game
Yeah,
content and the books content
right.
because you can't put your own stuff in it and expect it to work. That just don't work like that.
Yeah,
And people didn't like the movie, the Witcher
yeah,
movie, the Origin First
yeah,
Blood or something like that.
yeah,
Because they must didn't like it because should they must and stuff like that. It was because if they were me in my opinion that your characters probably can look boring on the screen if they want to, but that's what as long as long my opinion that the storytelling and the lines is actually good,
yeah,
man, people will actually accept it because you look at Batman Begins, the first movie, not not like in my opinion a whole lot of action, but the story, the building of the story was actually good
mhm,
because you look at it, they show him training, they show him
growth.
building up
Right,
his morals. They show him very fourth part. They show the actions. They showing him become Batman, everything else like that, and that actually be a good thing.
right.
If they would have did that,
Yeah,
if they would have did that for the first blood, which I think a solid opinion, go by the book. I think that people
right,
just will accept them more. I think, in my opinion, they would.
right,
But it seems like the company don't believe in the books, and Netflix learned real quick to go back to the books after that movie.
right,
And they said, like in my opinion, right, if they can bring back, if they doing like the Amazon Paradise, wouldn't that mean the gods coming back?
it's just storyline for yeah.
Because think about it, shoot, I want to see Zeus again. I want to see Zeus, Hades, Athena, and everybody else come to the island. I think sometime throughout the episodes, if they're doing a series, they need to show that just how the gods is watching them, just the gods' attitude towards them and stuff like that.
Right,
Be- because think about it, we already know that Hades hate the Amazons already, and
yeah,
we know that that Cersei might be up in the background turning evil. Be,
mm-hmm,
because everybody shoot because just in my opinion, I think that Cersei, I think in my opinion, has something to do with 1984
right,
Wonder Woman. Because you look at it, they said that it was a god's name, the monkey for something like that, the monkey thing. Guess what?
right. It's
Who is the only
character.
one? Who's Yeah, because you look at the only one in DC history that know how to read Wonder Woman stuff like that. They have a new tricks is Cersei, and they sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And this my thing. How did Cersei leave the island?
Some way, so we're not playing.
Yeah, because we because I'm looking at comic books, everything like that, and because that's like I can listen to myself. I say, how did Cersei leave this island, and this island got a force field to keep you out? They had a
Oh,
force
that's
field to
playing.
kick you out
Some of them.
because you seen the first Wonder Woman movie just with Chris Pine character just had passed through
Um,
and stuff like that. Because you remember the first Wonder Woman movie when they had
right,
Cersei, um, they had the force field went down, and they had like the people
right.
going up the beach shooting them and stuff like that. I say, God, the and that's what I was saying to my face. I say, but why would you put a green arrow just to somebody um just to somebody head? Because like the Amazon always have like a big problem. I
Um,
think in my opinion. And that's what um you not don't get about the Amazons. Their job, their job is said, and their bigger prescription. They said that the Amazon's supposed to be the protector of man, and they don't
right.
even protect man's. I don't get how that
The logic
how
about providing.
yeah because they said that a couple of mans back in the day actually shot somebody in the woods stuff and they don't trust men all of a sudden betrayed by some of them. I say, um,
Yeah,
if y'all live on Earth long enough, then it said that you would know that woman could be like very deceitful as well,
right.
and kind of like the Amazons just want to kill every man all the time because they're a man. Honestly, that just don't make no sense. They was made
Mm.
by a man.
Yeah, yeah, it's made for yeah.
They was made by Zeus. How you made by Zeus and hate men? That
Yeah,
just don't make no sense in my opinion.
what the logic of hating? How the late? How though? What reason? What for? What reason? Let me explain how though. For what reason?
Because they say try to say that the some of the male gods actually
This is the
betrayed
wrong.
one of the gods society. That this me.
Right.
That just that one God. Don't try to blame everybody
Just
else because the actions
one
of that
God.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but that just don't make no sense in my opinion.
For one God, just one male God, just hit all men. For what? Just that's that's
There was
crazy.
in slavery, I think they said in the comic books, but the problem is the Amazon just had like in my opinion so many storylines. We
Right.
don't know which one they use it unless they mix it up. Because if you
Right.
look at it, it kind of seems like they mix on both of them.
Right.
The back in the day Wonder Woman and some the somewhat modern one too. Seem like they
Mm-hmm.
used just for this Wonder Woman the first one, and and plus like for the third one, I think in my opinion, I think she might got to fight Cheetah
Right.
and plus somebody else. I think in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
because you look at the third movie, Shuri fought Ares or some kind of gods of truth. Shuri, he did. The first one did, but the kind of like the thing that I want to get through to some of these things dealing with DC is like we know that one of them coming back. We know that another Batman movie might be coming. This with Ben Affleck since we see him in his trailer.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like that's kind of like I think, and it's kind of like in my opinion, it seems like the Ben Affleck Batman might have been one of the best accurate looking Batman too.
Right.
Because you look at Ben Affleck Bill, his Bill and everything else like that. That's gonna be good.
Right.
And kind of like the other thing that shoot that's just I want to see, in my opinion, if they can have it, it's like how can I say it? I want to see like Hades, just how Hades look like, just how Zeus look like, and he living at. I want to
Right.
see Athena. I just want to see how these guys lives just by everybody else on Earth suffering.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's kind of like the thing I learned. Most time dealing with DC, so you probably got to figure out one storyline that just what the people are going with in the movies, and you able to figure it out. It's kind of like the first one that tells God that some kind of thing they got that just for the first Wonder Woman, and it
Right.
seemed like the first two Wonder Women didn't know bashments, and
Yeah.
that's the one thing I liked about the movies because thing, but it's always been yeah, always been good. I think my opinion to have that.
Right.
I think in my opinion, and kind of like for anime and stuff like that, I was so powerful.
Right.
And that's like the one thing that shoot that kind of shocked me. It's all like they see like all these people and stuff like that, all this power, saying like they can't do nothing, and that just me in my opinion. That's what I see. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I see most times they deal with the guards and stuff like that.
Right.
So we know that the Amazons can't be Hades. They can't beat
Yeah.
Zeus
Nope.
unless they're full goddess or something like that. Not even the goddess they just could beat Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
And she was married
Okay.
why she couldn't beat Zeus.
Right.
Look better. And plus he put more power behind his stuff.
Yep.
And that just me and my fan. That's what I noticed about certain characters within the franchise stuff like that. Wonder
Right.
Woman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, everything else like that. Um, and we need like a Green Arrow movie too.
I got on it. Yeah.
We can look at because think about Green Arrow is part of DC 7.
Right.
Shoot, that's what I like. Because everybody already know that Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and plus they got kind of like DC, Marvel, everything like that. If they can have
Right.
that if they can have that in futures, sound like in my opinion, if they can have like a good steady story like that, then most people should not be like complaining. In my opinion,
Yeah.
and half the people right here who should I just be seeing complaining about DC new stuff, it's the same people that is fans of Star Wars,
Marvel.
Marvel, and then Disney. That's what it seems
Yeah.
like in my
Yep.
and because you notice like the songs like the I be talking to people and stuff like that. I be seeing them. I say, God, dog, that jump get on my nerves sometimes.
yeah,
Because you look at the Zeus that was in Disney form, like in Thor, that jump be getting
right,
on my nerves.
right,
Because we always know that the other is just like the DC universe one, saying like it's gonna be good or bad, but I'm not sure which one gonna be it.
right.
But but the thing about it, if they could bring in like a Blue Beetle, they can introduce Booster Gold inside that series too.
Right, yeah. Around that.
Because you look at Booster Gold before he but then they always say the Booster Gold was
Time travel.
yeah, yeah, he can time travel. Because look at it, and he
Well,
in trouble. That's what. Just call him Booster Gold. If you look at it,
yeah,
if you look at it as a whole, the they always know that some of the stuff always be good or bad, but that just me.
yeah,
And some like the other one that they need to put and want to share something is Cyborg. They need to put
yeah.
Cyborg and Martian and
Was it
and
my actor? Manhunter?
Manhunt. Yeah,
Right,
Martian Man.
right.
Because think about it, if I just with WB, I will put him up in
List.
the Superman movie just as a background character, and just when danger
Right,
come, he can help Superman.
right, 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 right.
And that was some people, and that was some people you
You like it?
can't punch anything it's gonna be a problem. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Marvel.
Yeah,
Marvel, like my opinion, made it a joke. I think, in my opinion, they
right,
did
yeah.
because they made Zeus look like a
Got
joke.
it. Yeah,
Because if you see that trailer that Zeus had just had exhibit, man,
yeah,
that jump be good.
yeah.
And that was some people just feel it realize sometimes, man, that jump be so good sometimes, man, that jump be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And that's kind of the next thing show I want to see too that's coming from him.
right.
It sounds like Sean just show that the gods got problems, show like the Amazon got their problems, everything like that. Just show like the on the day to day
Right,
stuff they might have problems with solving it, and 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 not all of Amazons was good either, because that's what if you look at the island,
right, yeah.
both of the Amazons were fighting against each other, and kind of like the one that I don't get, it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like every everybody like in my opinion wants to see Nubia or something like that. And kind of like the bad thing
Newbie.
about it, they don't even got Wonder Woman just for a movie yet. And
Uh,
you try to argue for
the best one
you try to
movie.
yeah, yeah, and kind of like thing about it, and just when this series come on TV or come on streaming
Yeah,
service, I might just do it
hopefully the best one.
just like a some type of watch party on it.
Right,
If they're doing weekly or so if they put out the whole series, because think about it, and James Gunn said he supposed to be bringing out the second half of chapter one. He said too, just after the Flash training
right,
this day, and when that come out, this is gonna be that gonna that gonna make Marvel look bad.
Yep.
Look at it. James Young came out just with the slate he got now, that half a slate, in less than two
Yeah.
months. And
Uh,
and you telling me that Marvel been doing it for years and they can't come out with a good slate with with characters and
Well,
stuff?
don't
Come on.
forget, sometime this month, I think Shazam 2 is supposed to come out too, and that's actually looking to be really good.
Yeah, yeah, because I want to see that too. That because that's one of the DC movies I like to see. Do you see Creed 3?
Actually, I
Creed.
haven't yet. I
I gotta
gotta.
do my. Oh, yeah. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Uh, I think my theater. I think hold on. I need to actually take a look at what's playing in my town for
Yeah.
theater wise, because
Oh,
okay, for yes, we do have Creed 3. We also have Ant-Man and the Wasp still. We also have Cocaine Bear. And Puss in Boots is still here too.
oh,
And
okay.
Man Called Otto is still is at the Fremont Theater. So Creed 3 is here, but I think I'm more
Oh,
looking
okay.
forward to Shazam, and I think there was hold on, let me take a look at what March uh, movies that are coming out to theaters. Because I know, yeah, Shazam comes out supposed to be on March 16th.
Yeah.
Scream 6 is supposed to
It,
come
it,
out.
it, it, it- yeah.
Or, yeah, Scream
Okay.
6.
I'm
And
I'm
65.
kind. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one right there. That's the one right there. I'm more hyped for because that's what I I'm not as hyped for Screen 6 that everybody else is. I'm more hyped for the
Yeah.
65 million year one.
Well, 65 is like sci fi horror. That's what I'm
Yeah,
taking out of it.
yeah. If you look at it. It's sort of like him just try to explore that Earth, and he gotta have to take them challenges on and stuff like that. And that look like that's gonna
Yeah.
be a real good suspense movie.
Yeah. Well, we could always do what movies coming out this year for movies in theater for 2023
Oh yeah,
too
and yeah, yeah, shoot, and just
for
at
the
the end of the
year.
year, yeah, just
Yeah.
at the end of the year, shoot, that we get to rank our best movies that we saw and stuff like that, just for the
Well,
screen and stuff.
supposedly they're doing another Aquaman.
Yeah, yeah, that they said the Aquaman 2 movie got an upgraded Black Manta, and that gonna be a problem for Aquaman.
Yeah, and also another one that came out sometime last month that a lot of females went to probably because they live alone or single. Went to see Magic Mike's Last Dance, most likely.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. They actually made that movie?
Yeah, they made another Magic Mike.
I didn't know that.
Well, I'll say this: the movie that I'm waiting for is Fast 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to see that one too. And
and also, ooh, they're gonna have a movie, the Meg 2, the second Meg movie.
oh, okay, okay. Shoot, should I say I
I
gotta get
remember
that?
the first Meg movie, and that was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good movie. And kind of like the next one, shoot, I want to see is like if they can make a Transform Rise of the Beast come out this year.
Yep, Transformers is also gonna be.
Yeah, yeah. And kind of like the bad thing about this conversation, it sounds like we not saying one Marvel movie that we hype for in the future. We're not saying one because we know that we can't trust Disney to make a good story.
Right.
That's
Well, there's 53
stuff
movies altogether for
like
for the
that.
year 2023. They're gonna have a movie on Netflix premiering on March 10th
X
on
Men.
Netflix. Luther, the
But the
Fallen
thing about
Sun.
it, oh, okay. The thing about it,
Yeah,
shoot,
John Wick
I
Chapter 4 will be come out March
wait a minute.
24th.
Don't make, oh shoot, that's two movies. Let me see. Let me see now. Shoot, I'll probably wait till the 24th and look at all both movies at the same day.
Actually, what I'm really waiting for is that Dungeon and Dragons movie.
I hope that movie's good. I hope that movie's good
I'm willing to try it
because
out.
oh yeah, yeah, I am too. Because thing about for me,
Cause
it's like shoot, I'm news uh, stuff like that. In my opinion, I will look at new movies and shows. That's not my area. Um, because right, if you look at it, sound like one of the shows that shoot I wanted to look at that shoot I didn't expect to like was I that wasn't on the full service streaming service thing. I saw that show.
yeah,
That show is actually was good. It had about blind people going through the world and stuff like that. That's really
yeah,
a good show. And kind of like the other thing that shoot I want to see come back is like how can I say um the Ultraman because so we need an Ultraman movie or series to come back.
yeah.
They, like it did for the night. They grow to a giant
Oh yeah, definitely.
and and it kind of like and that kind of the last thing I want to talk about before I leave is like amazing Dragon Ball Z. How in
Well,
the world just to Goku get all these power ups? I just don't get that. He get these power ups just be getting them half the time. He don't that much. But Vegeta train more. That's why I don't get. But Vegeta stronger than him, so they don't even show it. Because if you look at it, Vegeta learns his forms, then he fights smarter than Goku. He fights smarter than Goku. I say, God, be, 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 because you notice, because you notice just doing fights and stuff, just doing a cell fight. Um, Goku actually let Cell power up. I say, Goku, why? This thing I don't get. Goku, you had he has cells dead and rights. He could have killed them. It ain't system dealing with nobody who wants to destroy the earth. That junk don't work here. This ain't no tournament where you just gotta fight one time. And that's the other thing that get on my nerves. And life for the next stream and stuff like that. So, just the next the just like the best wrestlers just from the past. That's what I'm gonna talk about. Some of the best wrestlers plus the animated characters, power ups and stuff like that in that stream, and some of the Kamen Rider stuff too. I saw. I got questions about. Do you got anything coming up on Barcode?
No, I don't actually.
Okay. Uh, uh, multiverse.
No, actually, I don't.
Oh, okay. Everybody that watching, Barcode, he got TikTok and Multiverse just got TikTok as well. You just want to follow them. They got TikToks over there. Everything like that.
Yep.
And next time. And kind of like, and I'll see y'all later.
All right. Have
And,
a good one.
YouTube, Twitter. Okay.